Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. For a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Set, ready. 60 out roll. Hey, let's go. Trouble. I hope you brought your reps because I'm going to pay.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Check 33. I'm here all day. Hey, check. Please squeeze down the
This time, Jackson will throw it. He's going to fire one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check. Lucky. Check 15. Yes.
And he slides to avoid the hit. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn it.
Now Balaj. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Back.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Browns' 13-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Check. Crouch.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They run it with Balaj, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Point it right, 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 point it right.
Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
43. I'm scared. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 64 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Balaj. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
33. Let's go one more.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run with Balaj. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Dolphins.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balazs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Game situation. Let's go. 51 the mic. 51 the mic. Target. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Here we go, G. All day. Defense. All day. All day.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
51. I got you.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Jackson, options out left. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 99. Check 99.
Toss play to Balazs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Wide, get wide. Watch the ship. Run. Watch the ship.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Alert! Up! 24! Check 24! Alert! 22 jet bomber! Ship! Pistol! I got it!
Play fake. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sione Takitaki just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 big yards on that one. And a Miami first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, check 33. You don't know no better. Check.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson is going to fire one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check curls. Hey, alert 3. Watch safety 3.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Jim.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
They're running it. Check nickel. Real. Tighten up. Slam.
7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off the draw. Here's Johnson. Allen Bailey in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Watch out. Check.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line.
It's just me and you. King. Kill.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Where's 180? Use the mic. Watch the screen. Switch. Hey, alert 33. Switch it. Come here, switch it.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? Point it right. Here we go. Hey, alert! Watch twist.
To throw, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He finds Beckham complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 24, Mayfield caught left side. It's Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check three.
Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First down, Miami.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Here's Jackson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Jackson. Allen has it, left side. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The kick by Sanders is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Allen Bailey, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Shift. Alert! Check, 55, Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Check, 43. Check back. Switch. Shift, watch the shift.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable for Lockett. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Let's go.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about In your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check four, check four.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. Jackson throwing on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have two defensively, but no real need to use them, as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that, because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And they will take a knee here. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.